Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So this one's being created with pure brute force and determination and stress. As you can see, I've been pulling my hair out. If you joined us on a stream recently for the hand tracking, you'll have noticed that we spent like 6 hours trying to get hand tracking to work on my PC, and for some reason it just wasn't working at all. We get this error, which I will put a screenshot of next. And I finally figured out what the freaking course was, what was causing the issue. So if we boot up a project which just has a hand in it and we make it available, hand tracking wasn't working. No matter what headset we used, project settings we used, plugin versions, engine versions, we tried everything. We tried disabling some programs on my PC, and it didn't actually help anything. What we got was this error here. Where is it? We got this. So this error is really annoying. It doesn't tell you anything. It just says compositor OpenXR isn't working, failed to get hand tracking. And if we did the stuff for hand gameplay, so this is a project provided by Meta to do hand tracking. We had the same thing. If we press play, in this example, we jump in, no hand tracking, but we don't get that error. We don't really get any error in here. We get one about MetaXR project setup, but we can ignore that. So it was really hard to debug what was going on with this. Well, I figured it out. It turns out it's a whole bunch of different software, which is a nightmare. In my case, what it is I have an Ultra Leap, which is right here. So I got this little device, which is a hand tracking software, works with OpenXR as well. And it turns out that software actually conflicts with Meta. The problem is, as you can see down here, if I move myself over, we've got it right here. If I right click and then quit service, screen goes black. We can't actually jump in and just play it as it is off the bat either. It just doesn't work still. So what you've got to do is you've actually got to go and uninstall that software. So if I go to control panel and then we go to uninstall and I find my Ultra Leap tracking, we're going to uninstall this and we're going to say yes, remove all of its components. Ultra Leap tracking uninstalled. Cool, complete. Now what we can do is we can do save all on our projects, and we can actually close these down. Make sure that it's actually gone from our little menu bar, and see if we reopen up the project now. What we'll find is that it actually works, which is awesome. But the problem is, if you've got any software that seems to deal with hand tracking, let's say Vive Business Streaming, you're working with Vive headsets as well. Maybe Steam. Steam seems fine. I've still got Steam installed in VR. That's all good. But it seems to be anything like these little guys that work with hand tracking cause the problem. So now if I jump back in and I load up project, my headset's got hand tracking on. You can actually see we've got our green hand. It's offset. I haven't set it up properly. But hand tracking is now working. So after all of that trouble and all of them issues, really what it came down to was I had Ultra Leap hand tracking installed, and apparently you can't do that. You just simply can't have hand tracking installed and work with Meta, which is really, really freaking annoying. Especially when you're trying to work on different headsets and different things that are conflicting. So just keep that in mind. If you're doing anything like this, and you're having any issues, try and think outside the box of like what could be the issue. Like I disabled it and it was still happening, so we didn't assume that was the problem, and that's an oversight on my end. So keep that in mind. Try disabling some software, try uninstalling some software, only keeping the stuff that you need installed. I went through and uninstalled Vive Business Streaming, Virtual Desktop I uninstalled as well, but I think that's fine. It's kind of just really a video of play around with the software that you've got and then check what's going on, because in some cases it can be one tiny little thing that can be the issue, which is really freaking annoying. But on the plus side, it means now I can make hand tracking tutorials again, which would be cool. So keep an eye out for them. They'll be over on the Patreon, YouTube members before on the main channel. But we got it working, and we got more stuff to do. So I'm not going to edit this video. I'm not putting anyone's names at the end of it, just because I want this out for everyone as fast as possible. I'm having issues with Premiere. So keep that in mind, and uninstall all your freaking software, and hopefully it works. Let me know down below if you've got anything else to add to it or point out, and then I'll see you next time. Bye.